Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish. I know they can't touch us, please believe me. You out of bounds, you out of pocket, player, please be easier. You can know the tough round, chop me, boy, I'm really ready. I'm well versed, my reflexes are real fair, take aim, no shame, ride to the fullest. John Wood is rap shit, I direct bullets in perfect sequence, so it's always proper. Hard work pays off, not swag, it's just posture. All-star roster, and we waking that game up. Hall of Fame honors, yeah, I'm doing my thing, yeah. Retro style, buddy, you heady. Jive turkeys accumulate bottles like super flies. I ride dirty, come on. So say hello to the bad guy. Know this dude big, call me YJ the Sasquatch. You know, no fraud, go hard, we still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun, still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish. Still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
I do me, nigga, how about you? That's all I know how to do. I'll keep shit true. Don't need a big crew, I like to move and do shit solo. If I'm deep on the creek, then them niggas is my bro. All kid, fuck, friend, nothing but family tree branches. That's how I ride sometimes with a gang for reaction. Nationwide business, best handled on the under. Like the pill in your bun, if I fill up on the slump. When I wake up in my best, doing numbers like a nerd on the calculus test. I can't see to the B. H-O-G-G, I do 1 + 1 multiply by 3. It's simple, cuz I'm so official. Variety of pepper, I ain't too pistols. I'm a nutty north side representative. Teams up, 3CB, click tight to the whole digits.
It's KT, still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish. It's KT, still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
It's a new brand, I can stand with my hammer at. Panoramic shots letting off, and the hammer swinging back. Skin them back, with a rap cats trying to make them fast like a Billy. My niggas really cold with the Billy. Nothing like Gilly, kid shit silly. Skinny jeans kill me, your female traits are really apparent now, Billy. The kitchen needs to stop for your heart to burst. From a person tear apart your ribs and it gets worse. A curse laid on your life, dirt sprayed on your wife. Purse taken with a knife, yard shut down, bodies found wrapped. Suitcase lined up straight and it's black in the back of the bus. And it ain't no fuss for show. Slick type niggas taking evidence before we go. Man, this you gotta float a pedal, just a little motor. Metal piece, it gotta go. So I said it in Minnesota.
Still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish. Still with it, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. No fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard, some real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
Hey.
Yeah. Here it on, man.
All right. I'm just moving. Hold on. All right. Welcome, everybody. What's up? I see some people in the building. Just want to shout out everybody I see. And I want to welcome y'all and thank y'all for showing up and hanging out with a sister and a brother. L Boogie in the house. Candy Kisses. Myron Maxfield, thank you for joining us, fam. Good to see you, Witty by Nature. CCC TV in the building. Jalen, what's happening? And of course, we have Melanated Agenda as well. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Oh, Sheena Boo, what's up with you? Welcome. And True Form, my brother, welcome to you.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Witty. Yes, I do have a voice. True Form, aka YJ the Arthur. Salute everybody in the building. Salute Majestic for real for putting this on. She reached out to me, and I'm like, you know, I can't pass it up. How am I pass it? I can't pass that up. So
yeah, well, I appreciate
you
you joining. I thank you because I feel like it's an honor for me to sit with you and get to know you a little bit and introduce you to the people a little bit better than they already know you.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you decided to come through. It really is an honor. Thanks for getting me off my ass and on to YouTube. So enough motivation to do this. So I appreciate you.
The return.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to say what's up to everybody and welcome y'all. And I thank you. Sorry if anything crazy goes down today. It ain't my fault. Just saying that. So keep your guns on deck if you got them. Keep them loaded. Thank you so much. Moo, what's up? Welcome. All right. So let's just get into it. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, actually. Had to work a little late. Got off a little late, but man, I gotta go. Y'all up here. Yeah, nah, I gotta go. Like, I got shit to do, goddamn.
I know that's right. PGS, what's happening, bro?
Shoes in the building.
Yes, he's in the building. And just so y'all know, PGS will be joining us later on in the episode, Lights Gold Shoes, to talk about some things that he and True Form got going on. So we look forward to that, of course. But everybody give the True Form a nice, warm welcome.
Hashtag home team.
Home team. Hashtag home team. All right. So let's start with a few different questions. You know how I do. Or at least how I've been doing a little bit. I just got a couple questions for you. First thing I want to know, I want you to rep your city.
You want me to rep my city? Okay. Well. First and foremost, I gotta say, Kansas City, Missouri, is in the building.
AC.
That's originally where I'm from, but right now I'm live from Dallas, Texas. Has been that way for 13 years, so that's what I'm repping too. Is KC to D, KT, click tight, KC from Dallas, or not from KC to Dallas.
All right,
KC to Texas.
I heard you say click tight.
Oh yeah, that's where it started. That's the roots in the ground. That's the roots in the ground. That's Click Tight. That was the first little group when I was early teens. Was the first little thing that was put together by myself and a few of my people that I grew up with, basically. So that's where it started. It's KT. It used to be probably 6 people in it. Now it's 3, really 4. Like, so.
Oh, that don't sound. I mean, you know.
That's.
Go ahead.
That song you played in the beginning, that was me, my blood brother, Slim. And he like my fam too, man. It's his family. You know, someone you got a friend over 10 years, over 13 years, whatever. That's your family. So, and my other brother Deuce, not by blood but by love. You feel me?
I feel you.
So that's that song was Deuce, me, and my brother. The deep voice of my brother. He got that real deep voice like that, like.
Well, you know, when I told you I was gonna play that song, you had kind of a reaction. You know, can you tell the people what your issue was?
Nah, it wasn't no issue. It's just surprising, and I feel honored that you did play that one instead of something that I just recently uploaded, because that's like, I'm trying to think of the year I made that song. Because actually I made that beat too, because I used to be more on the production end.
Oh, you made that beat?
Yeah, I made that beat on Fruity Loops.
No way, you didn't just tell me that.
That's an all original beat. Like, I ain't use no samples or nothing on that. But nah, but yeah, that's I had to be like 2014 around somewhere around there, more or less. Shit, something like that. All I know is I just graduated.
It was 2013. It was 2013.
It was 2013.
And the reason why I know that is because your actual video shows the date.
Okay.
that was produced. And, you know, I think, is that when your album Click Tight?
Yeah, that was around that. We finished the album around that time and put it up on we paid for the little subscription to put it on all the platforms like the CD Babies and what's the Google Clip Store and the iTunes. They got little services where you can just pay a flat fee and it'll be on there for 1 year. Whatever you upload, and we paid for a year subscription. That shit ran out. Ain't nobody buy it but my family, and that's all I really do it for. Me and the people I know. So I don't know that I ain't tripping though, cause I'm cool on that. Like that ain't even what I.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, I mean, I think it's excellent. What I've heard of it, you know, what I've heard so far has been excellent. It's nothing that y'all did in terms of the artistry or anything like that. It would just be a matter of distribution and getting out there. I think otherwise the world is sleeping on you, man. Like that song alone, I love it. But I mean, you do have newer stuff. You do have some solo projects that you do, and just things that you have been working on. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna get into the music in a minute, but I definitely want to ask you more questions just to kind of warm up and see where you're coming from. With your, you know, we're trying to see what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, I'm under investigation right now.
You kind of are, and I'm sorry, but I have a lot of questions.
That's cool. I want them, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, well, we're gonna start with some, you know, BS a little bit. Well, no, I'm gonna ask you a serious question, I guess. Your names. We have the Forum, which is like a formal, you know, the Truth Forum, which is his name. In fact, y'all go ahead and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He can maybe type something in the chat. If not, it's in my description. If you guys want to subscribe to his channel, that channel is in my description of this video, as well as Polite's Gold Shoes channel, DJ Extraordinaire. If y'all want to support these brothers, y'all can do it here. But this brother has names, the Truth Forum. He also refers to it as the Truth Forum, like the truth for them, like EM, which I think is very good. I love the play on words that he does. This is one reason why I like him as a lyricist.
Oh, wordplay.
Yeah, also definitely the wordplay. You're a wordsmith. The other thing would be YJ the author, aka YJ the author. Tell us a little bit about your names.
All right, so I probably started rapping like maybe 12, and I mean before that probably, but I don't think I wrote till I was about 12. Before that, I was just off the top of the head freestyling the end of the song or whatever. But YJ the author, the YJ stands for Young James, because my middle name is James, and I always hung out with my brother's friends, and I was always the youngest one. So Young James. It's just a simple name that you could tell was simple that a 13-year-old would make up. So after that, after I grew up, it was like Young James. Nah, I can't do that. So I'm gonna keep the YJ and then just add the Arthur, cause I feel like I'm writing something real. Like I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like I ain't just writing shit for no fucking reason. Like, you know, it's just some shit. There's some gems in there I'm trying to hide in there, and it's some shit I'm trying to say.
You're not hiding them too well. They pretty much out there in your face. at least for me, and that's what attracts me to
it. Yeah, but that's how it should be though. Like the people who really listening to the words and not just listening to the beat and listening to the hook, like that, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, damn, he said that, damn, he said that. And shit, most people just listen to the beat and listen to the hook. Oh, that's a catchy hook. Oh, that's a catchy beat. You know, there's a lot of my shit I don't even like, especially my solo like songs where I don't got nobody on it. I don't even do a hook because I really, I don't know. The hook is good to be like catchy and for people to get stuck in their head, but I don't want this shit to get stuck in your head. I want you to be like, he said something that was dope, but I gotta go back to see what he said. Like, I don't want you to be able to memorize my whole shit out of one play. You hear some songs and you'll know the whole hook, damn near half the verse off of 2 listens. I don't want it to be like that. I want you to have to go back to be like, damn, he said something that was dope, but I gotta go back because I can't remember what he said. I just know that shit was dope. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is. Well, not really, because with you, I know every word that you're saying, which is a rarity when I listen to music. I mean, there's very few rappers that do that well, but I hear every word that you're saying, and I like that. So I always have like a sense of, I know you said more than what I picked up on it. Now I might go back and listen the second time and pick it up a different way, but it'll sometimes be the same words with multiple meanings, or a situation or scenario that has multiple views.
Yeah,
I like that. I love, when my brain.
That's by design. I mean, that's a technique a lot of lyricists use is a double entendre. Like, if I don't know if anybody, I see Sue in the building. I know he watched battle rap, so he know about them double entendres, and it's not it's not like it's a metaphor, but it's also a double entendre because if you use a word that has 2 meanings, then it can mean 2 different things, the whole bar. So I don't know. I'm just mindful of that, I guess, when I'm writing, and that just.
But what I'm saying is still like a level of crafting to it. It's not just okay, I'm going to use the word here because it has a few different meanings. But you have to know how to put it in a phrase, in a lyric that makes sense, that can be taken more than one way. And definitely you do that over and over again, in a very artistic way. So I love that.
What's up?
All right. So like some other questions I have, of course, like I'm gonna do you like I did my brother PGS. Are you Aborigine or African?
Shit.
Reaction is that
I feel my black ass is African just because I'm black as shit.
That's it.
And I don't know. It really is like that whole argument. I understand why it's been a lot of talk about it. I understand the reasoning, but what the fuck do it matter? Like I just don't see, like, my bills is still due if I'm Aborigine or if I'm fucking African. Like, it don't. Like, my mama is from Kansas. You see what I'm saying? My grandma is from Louisiana. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. I mean, call me like I'm not, like, that's not a conscious thought or whatever, but I mean, shit. Like, I'm here. I'm me, and I look like this, and I really, I guess I don't care that much to even like sit up and argue with someone over if we're from here or we're from there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it's just I ask these questions from coming into this community. These are some of the hot topics, and it's really just to see where your head is at, how you feel about these kind of things. So I done sat up and watched these motherfuckers argue about this shit for hours on end. They done argue. Brother, we've got to. You are from here, and you are like, how you telling people where they from? Like, I don't understand, but I do kind of understand, but I just don't see the point. Like, what's the solution? Like, what's the end game of all of that? Like, well, then you ain't gonna like the next question.
Go ahead. I like the last question, so I'm gonna like the next one.
All right, and I'm not gonna do that. I see what my sister's saying, and I feel her. And we might get into something like that. But the other thing is a round or flat Earth. Which is it? Or is it something else?
That reminds me of the last question. Hey, all right. Let me answer the question and not be on some whole shit. All right. Round or flat Earth? Let me see. I'm gonna say round, just because the sun is round and the moon is round. So I'm gonna say it's round.
Fine. Okay. All right. Moving on. All right. Let's see. All right. So some other questions, like I don't know how you're gonna feel about this either. I don't. But there was this whole recent thing a little small thing called a rap beef between Drake and Pusha T, and just wanted to know if you had a take on anything about that, or you wanted to speak on that at all. What's your opinion or view, or how do you feel about that?
I mean, I think, tell you the truth, I think it's the popular thing to go after the person who's at the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is at the top of the hill. I mean, it's happened repeated times, repeated. Whoever's on the top of the hill, you're going to get someone coming at you. So I feel like Drake is on the top of the hill. Pusha T, yeah, he got bars, but he's not on the top of the hill when it comes to how much per show he makes or how much he sells. Or because I mean that's really what makes you at the top of the hill is how many people you can put in a venue. I mean, I just think he was like, shit, I got some so-called evidence on Drake. I got some on Drake. Let me jump out the window. I don't know. But to tell you the truth, I think if Drake spit and Pusha T spit, like just in front of each other, I think Pusha T would have more bars than Drake. That's just how I feel. But on the other hand, I think Drake can undoubtedly make a better song than Pusha T. A better song that larger crowds will gravitate toward, because Pusha T, he kind of gravitates towards the old head of the rap game, like the one, the old heads. Like, I don't know.
You trying to say something?
Shouts out to Zahida too.
Hey everybody!
I got her to say something.
I'm here. I'm right here chilling. Just enjoying the interview.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And you are very talented. I just want to tell you that. I don't even like rap music like that. But I was watching one of the videos that you have, and I want to say it was some historical figures.
Was that the Black Panther Party one?
Yeah, the one with the Black Panther.
Oh yeah, the last one about the Black Panther Party.
And I'm hearing it, and I look, and we're just sitting here with our eyes just big and mouths open, and we just like, damn.
that was the point of it. That's something very special to me. I mean, because I did that. It was I did that for a friend of mine. If whoever seen that in the description box, yeah, melanated, puff past that. But yeah, whenever I did that, it was fun to do, and it was something different. Like, because I'm used to just putting up the beat. Now let me write to it. Putting up the beat. Let me write to it. Putting up the beat. It got me out of that mundane thing, because it does get mundane after a while. That's why I try to incorporate different themes and topics into my thing, so it doesn't get so mundane. But it was fun making that, and it was for she's a painter, and she does and they were doing like a Afrocentric event, and they were having like models like walking on the runway and thing, and her artwork was on display and for like a 5-minute spotlight or something. So and actually it's like it had sentimental value, because the dude who you heard who rapped on the third verse of that To the Summit is his girlfriend. He been with her since I can remember since high school. Like, that's his high school sweetheart. So I don't know. That was for the family. I did that free of charge. She hit me up. I did that shit in like 3 hours.
You know, it's funny. It occurred to me to ask you earlier when we were kind of we were talking back and forth earlier today. I was going to ask you how much research you did. I'm glad I didn't ask, because obviously, 2 hours, but that was it was really good. What really,
you mean how much research I did in
like once she made that request about the Black Panther?
Oh, okay. Well, see that, yeah, I couldn't have did that if I had no knowledge of the Black Panther Party. I couldn't have did that in 2 hours. So it was really me making that. I just basically I downloaded Fred Hampton documentary where it had different black activists talking about the movement of the Black Panther. It was like 30 minutes. And I just chopped it up and put it in MP3 file, put it over to my other computer and with the tracks, tracked it out, and then shit, just cut the pieces out. It seemed like it makes sense in sequence because I don't know. That was about it for real. It was real easy, but it was real. I got real sense of enjoyment out of doing it.
Well, thank you.
My bad.
Okay.
That's that Bud Ice, goddamn.
Guess he ate good, y'all. Look though, but like we watched that because I was, you know, she was with me when I was watching it, and it got heavy around here. Like, you know, we ended up having a conversation about it and everything because
yeah,
it was just like
you said, you sent me. I didn't mean to cut you off or nothing.
Go ahead.
But it, like you said, and when you sent me that earlier, like it kind of made you want to look back into it. Like, oh, this is information that we know, but once you see something like this, like, damn, I need to go back and. But that's what it made me do. That after I made it, shit, while I went to sleep, I put on another little something to watch about it, just because it was an interesting movement. It was a lot of good things that came out of it, I think.
I think so too. I mean, it at least gave someone like me who came like on the heels of it, kind of like something to look at that was more tangible than the civil rights movement and all of that other stuff that came.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is that it's painful to look back on it now because of what it is today. And I mean, I don't blame nobody, you know, specifically for that, meaning the people that came before us. I just, I know that I haven't really looked at it again in a while because it's it's such a, you know, it's a heavy blow. It's a heavy blow.
Yeah,
like,
man, Bobby Seale and what happened, and it's a lot. I mean, if you really go back and start digging into it, you'll get caught up in it for a little hot minute and be like, damn.
And I have in the past, you know, like I read Asada's book, I don't know how many times, you know, and every time I read that, it's like I'm re-energized, and there's other things that spark it in me, but I just know I haven't looked at it lately, and I'm going to do that because we need more conversation about it, and, you know, just talk about its successes and failures, and speak about, you know, just the impact if we don't talk about nothing else, because people were waking up at a point in time in this nation on a certain level, and that was stunted. We all have our ideas about why that was or how that was, but it's still something we need to look at, and it's still something we're doomed to repeat. Be honest.
Yeah. It was needed though. That's one thing I say. It was needed. I mean,
absolutely, yeah. I'm so glad. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad that it, you know, and I thank you for that video just for a lot of reasons. I did go ahead and hit that sister up on Instagram and try to follow her so I can see her artwork and stuff like that and what else she's into. So I thank you for that too. You knew what you were doing.
Oh, what you talking about?
You put her link. What am I talking about? You put the link. You put the link in the video description of her.
Okay. I thought you were talking about something else.
No. Yeah, asked that we follow her, whatever. You know.
Yeah. My homeboy girl and shit. Yeah. That's what's up. My bad.
What's up to Elm City? Welcome, sis. What else? Let's see. So you were talking about with the Drake and Pusha T thing, you were talking about old head, you know, or people that, you know, was into the old school type of thing. Like, how do you fit into this? Your age range, you want to do that with the family?
So the old head conversation, that's I'm 29, so I'm like in the middle, I guess. I don't know if you want to say that, but I feel like I'm on the old head side just because I'm like, I don't know, I'm like halfway. I got one foot on each side, I say. Cause I enjoy the fuck shit. I mean, I'm like PGS say, I enjoy the nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do. I feel like it's a time and a place for everything, you know. But when I'm making music, I don't want to be stuck in a box. That's my whole thing. I'm my aim is to be original. My aim is to be not just one type of. You hear somebody album and every song sounds like the last song before, and every song sounds like the next song that's about to play. And that's how I do not want my. If you listen to my catalog, I do not want it to be that. Like I feel like I'm failed as an artist if all my songs sound the same. And what ties into that is after you make so many songs, like damn, I gotta do something else. Like I can do the same shit. Like that's why I try to incorporate a type of theme, like that into it, cause it just gets old. Like the song, the Truth Religion song. Like that's one I've never made a song like that before. Like the stairs in the elevator. That's a little like the stairs in the elevator. I've touched on that topic, but I've never made a song like that before. Like the song called Evidence. I've touched on it, but I never made a song like that before. Like I don't want to make like after you make over fucking 400. I don't know how many songs I've made, but I know an estimate, and it's over the hundreds. Like it's a lot.
Wow.
And all of it, look, it's a lot of trash in there. Like it's a lot of trash in there. Yeah, I will say that. Like you don't just start writing and you just make hits like every no. That comes from practice. You seeing Michael Jordan shooting 1,000 jump shots a day or whatever. Like that's what it is. Every bar is a jump shot. You shoot it. If it don't work, it's cool. Or you know what I'm saying? You learn from that. Like after you play it back, you can, oh, okay, I did that wrong. I need to do it like this next time. So it's just failure. And once you see what works and what doesn't for you, that's the main part for you. Like what works for you. I'm not trying to be 8-ball MJG. I'm not trying to be goddamn whoever, whatever, UGK. I'm not trying to be. I like their music, but I'm not trying to be them. I might be influenced by them, but I'm not trying to be them.
No, I feel you. And you definitely aren't anybody. Like I don't know anybody like you that sounds like you, that flows like that. I think you're very original. I think each song is different for sure. I mean, we can go based on we can go on a lot of different things. I mean, but everything is very much different. I want to ask you about the Western. You want to share with us about your
I like that question.
Creation of that?
I like that question.
Okay.
The Western. Did you hear The Gambler? I got two of those that are the same. Okay, so the whole thing that ties into the last question because I've never done that before. The Western is, I think they're both, the Western and The Gambler is a 12-minute song with 5 different beats on each, and there's a skit in between each of the beats, and it's a little skit. I try to add a little comedic value and add a little, but basically it's just a story. I tried to, and it all started. The seed was planted with my partner Deuce, my ace, man. That Deuce, man. Hey Deuce, that's my ace. That's like who I started this with.
Deuce is your ace. Okay.
Deuce. His name is A Deuce. But he's like, man, you be writing some dope shit, man. What you should do. And I had done stories in the past, and I'm a real big fan of storytelling in hip hop, like how 8-Ball did My Homeboy's Girlfriend. 8-Ball is one of the greatest hip hop storytellers ever, because even if he's talking about walking to the store, and I mean, even if he's talking about having a good day, he'll say, I woke up, put my shades on, got in my car, got out the parking lot, and like he's telling us, he's not just up here just saying bar after bar after bar after bar. He's telling you a story, and I like that. And I incorporated that in past years. Maybe 5 years ago, I did something similar to the Western, but it kind of all culminated in the Western because that's where my friend Deuce was like, man, you should just do a whole like audio book, just like an audio book with music and try to do something like that. I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. So I started writing the stories, and it just all I wrote it all in sequence. It's like I just found a beat, and in the finding the beat part, that's kind of the hardest part, which I got to touch on later. But just found a beat that I felt sounded like something. What's the word? Cinematic.
Okay.
And once I felt that it had that kind of feel to it, I just started writing to it, and I just thought of a thing. And the Western part comes from because I love Western movie. I'm from Kansas City. If anybody knows, like black people in Kansas City watch Westerns. Like Westerns are, it's a KC is in the middle of the map, and there's a lot of history when it comes to the Old West in Kansas City, when it comes to the Oregon Trail and all of that. So people in Kansas City, they know all about the old Westerns and all that, Billy the Kid and all that. I love Western movies. That's one of my favorite genres, movies to watch. 310 to Yuma and all movies like. I'm in love with them Westerns. Like I love old Westerns. I got Clint Eastwood movie with his racist ass. I got movies like that, and I like them. Like even though I might not see a black person in that movie, but I like them. I just like the ambiance of the old West and how it looks and how it sounds, and that's what I tried to incorporate into the Western.
You definitely did, man. I was like,
but if you listen to it, it makes sense though. It like if you just listen to the words, you're like, and then listen to the skits, it makes sense. I try to make it a free flowing story, basically.
Who did the voiceovers and all that? Like, I mean,
I did every voice on that.
You did that?
I did every voice on there.
Really?
Every voice.
I know he's an actor too.
I know, right? I was listening. I'm like, okay. I was like, how do you do this? It was very creative, very original. Nothing. I've never heard nothing quite like it. It was a story.
Well, what fuels your passion?
Oh, can I do that?
I want to know now.
Do you see the word that? Look, I wrote that.
Oh.
I gotta look at your page.
Zahida got. Look, she gonna tell Ella move over so she can, you know.
Hey, shit, I'm over here trying to relax and stuff. Just got back.
From you don't like my line of questions? Like, it's not working for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No apologies needed. Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, you there? See,
but what I didn't know what she say.
She was asking about your passion. What
fuels your passion? Like for
what fuels my passion? What was that second part?
And so you seem very inspired by a lot of different things that wouldn't be considered, I guess, stereotypically black. You know, so it's like you can draw inspiration from almost anything. So I just kind of wanted to know what was fueling that passion to make you so creative.
I mean, I guess it's just because, like I said, I don't want to be stuck in a box. Like the fuels the passion is the final product. Like there's a few things that, like, actually there's a long list of things, but if I could sum it up, it would be I like to see the final product of what I just done. Like I kind of look at it, it's just like it's a hobby. It's like self-fulfillment to me. It's therapy to me. It's just self-enjoyment. Like I feel like everybody should have something that no matter what, like if if your chick just broke up with you, like you could do that and it won't matter. Or if you just got laid off, if I just got laid off, I could write something and it'll make me feel better for myself, even if my bills do. Like, see what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's and it didn't start off like that. Like that only came after I've seen that I could do it and it be something that's good. Like at first it was like I'm doing it and some people think it's cool and I think it's trash, but I don't know. I just feel like it's like hard work pays off though. You feel me? Like whatever you do, like if you go fishing for a year straight, you're gonna be a better fisher at the end of the year. If you shoot jump shots even if you just shoot 100 jump shots a day, you're gonna be better after 6 months at shooting jump shots. Like that's anything. Like,
well, I just noticed that you have a real heavy, and very good work ethic. At least it seems that way. I don't know you personally, but based on what I hear you talking about and how I see you move, it just seems like you have
it is
a really impeccable work ethic.
Oh yeah. I could, to tell you the truth, I could upload something every day on YouTube. I don't like oversaturating the channel and just because I know when I see people just spamming my goddamn subscriptions, I'd be unsubscribed real quick from their ass because I ain't trying to have you uploading 6 and 7 videos a day. I ain't trying to do that. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just take it easy. It ain't no rush for me. Like I put it up when I put it up and put out what I think is important enough to put up. Like, but yeah, I write damn near if not every day, then every other day. On my days off, I write till 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's awesome. I love to hear that. I mean, it's crazy sounding, don't get me wrong, but no, I love that. That just equals passion. It's like me and my genealogy, I'm doing it all the time, like whenever I can. I mean, I fit it in whenever. So I like.
But it makes you feel good to do that, and that's what's important.
Yeah,
like, that's what's important right there. Like,
and plus I got questions to answer, so that's where I'm at on this genealogy thing. But that's a whole nother story for another time. So I'm glad that she asked the question about passions. I was getting there, but she just
salty.
Yeah, see, that was actually the next question.
You're welcome.
She thanks. Let me see where I'm gonna go next. Oh, because I listened to a few of your songs when you kind of bring up the conscious community here and there, like, or you'll say stuff about things that we can relate to. I've noticed like you bring up stuff about scamming and things like that. How do you feel about all of that? How do you feel about what's going
on? Of course, I look at it in a negative light, people scamming people and all that. But I mean, thing is, like, if you kind of not let it be done to you, but you, I don't know. It's a lot of people who I guess say they were scammed were uninformed in the same sense, I guess. So I don't know. When it comes to all the scamming and such the past years in the conscious community, I don't know. That's fucked up. Like, that's all I can really say. It's fucked up. Somebody doing that shit. What'd you say?
I said that definitely describes it. Being fucked up. I mean, that's real. But I feel what you're saying. I guess, I don't know if you're going along the lines of like willful ignorance with people, or just, people not doing enough research, or, just.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think more is the latter, what you said, when you said kind of not like willful ignorance, but people not doing the research, which we don't do often. We just kind of run with shit. And yeah, it's getting old. It's getting old. And it seemed like you would think at a certain point that the shit would stop, but I don't know. It seemed like every 6 months, something else. So I don't know.
I think it's just too lucrative for it to stop. I mean, there's always
You're
gonna
right.
apparently
You're right.
people that'll support you no matter what you do. I mean,
Right.
that's what
Right.
it's like. So
It's
I
the
don't get
sheep.
it. Yes,
The sheep effect.
that's right. So how many completed works would you say you've done as far as music goes? Like where you say you have like whole songs? Is that the 400, or like how many do you feel like you have where?
Completed song. You said how many completed songs do I have?
Yeah, is that a fair question? Because you say you write.
It's a fair question. It is a very fair question. Uh, I did it at one time. I did because I was like, damn, I got a lot. So I did kind of go through my files and kind of started estimating because the files is thick. So I was just estimating, and I came up. This was I think 2 years ago. I came up with over 500.
Mm.
But what I'm saying, the thing like that don't mean shit. That just goes to show that the 500 them is jump shots. Every one is a jump shot.
Well, I write as well. Like I write books. Well, I'm an author that way.
Oh, that's
much music, but more
what's up. I ain't know that. I'm glad I'm learning something. That's cool.
Yeah, I do a little bit. So, I understand that, but like most of my works, I wouldn't consider completed though, just because I haven't like made them into full books or just even short stories.
Yeah.
The poems, of course, yeah, they're done. They just come and they're done. But everything else, it takes a little more work. And like you say, in practice, and I don't write nearly as much as you, but I should be. So yeah, I see what you're saying about that. Like, I get what you're saying about jump shots, but it's not to be taken lightly for people that, that admire your kind of talent, because somebody might want to be where you are, at least in terms of your experience and knowing,
when it comes to that, I'll just say the only reason I kind of classified it as a jump shot was just because I don't listen to it today.
Oh,
like
okay, I feel you.
Like I don't know, like when I was 13, my state of mind wasn't what it is today. So I'm probably not gonna listen to something that I made when I was 13. It's a couple that I go back for nostalgic reasons and just for shits and giggles to just go listen to. But and then I done had a couple losses when it come to my music, like computers that just died basically, where I done lost 2 years of work and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know, but it all definitely means something though. Like it all definitely means something. It wasn't for nothing, basically.
Right. And do you feel like most of your stuff is inspired? Well, I guess, to me, it is, but how do you feel about that?
Is inspired by what? Like,
well, okay, so sometimes when I write, especially poetry, I feel like it comes through me. It's not really me. It just kind of comes.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what. I feel like
you don't have to answer the question honestly, because I don't want to take you out your zone, but I just feel like I know for me your music is inspired. I don't feel like I would like it as much as I do if it wasn't.
It's I say half and half. I ain't trying to straddle the fence or nothing, but cause it's like I hate to keep going back to the practice and the jump shots and all that, but like it wouldn't sound as inspired if I didn't put in the work to make it sound like that. Like, see what I'm saying? Like but a lot of times it'll be inspired from just a single, something I hear in a interview or something, or caught a glimpse of something or anything. My day-to-day, going through day-to-day life that it sparks me like, oh, that'll be a cool theme, a dope theme, a topic to touch on. And I just run off that, you know. And a lot of times it ain't even that. It's just I just start writing what would I like to hear the first bar of a song. What would I like to say, or what would I not like to say, but what would I like to hear when I'm listening to music? What would I want someone to say the first bar of a song? And then after I write that, it's like a train track after that. And that's kind of my writing style, is like free flowing. I never predict what I'm gonna write 3 bars down when I'm at bar 1. I write bar 1, and the train track from that leads to the next bar. And the process is I try to make it as smooth as possible. So even if I switch topics, which I do a lot, if you notice, I switch topics a lot on songs where I don't have hooks or they don't have themes. I switch topics a lot. I just want, in between my transition from bars, I want it to be smooth, and I want it to be just as smooth as possible when it comes to the words being said, when like the sentence structure of the word. Like, I want it to be as smooth as possible. Like, if I say a bar and the last word ends, like I say some, like the last word of the bar is hooks, and it ends with the S. So I'll start whatever's coming next, I'll start with an S, because hooks ends with S. So if you say some with the hook, so I don't, you start the next one with a so, because hooks ends with S, and the next bar start with an S. So that transition from, don't matter if you switch topics or not, then the transition is gonna be smooth, because you put it together smooth. Basically, I don't know. It might be
you teaching me a lot. You
okay.
Wow.
I ain't know if I ain't trying to lose nobody. I don't want to do that.
I'm learning, so I appreciate that. That helps me out, a lot. I'm interested in learning. I'm interested in writing a little bit. So I haven't played with it yet, but I will.
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
You said you write poems though.
Say what?
You said you write poems though.
Yeah, but that's different. Like, for me, I don't know. I know what you're saying. Yeah. I didn't know. Like, I didn't even know that would be something of interest to me as far as writing poetry at all. It just came to me. It just started happening. So I realized then that I really loved it. I was surprised. So it wasn't something I've always wanted to do. It just kind of happened. So yeah, but I need to, I want to write. I would love to be able to do what you do, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that's like a pie in the sky. I mean, maybe if I just do this jump shots 500 days in a row for a while, I could, I doubt I would be able to devote that much time to it, but I definitely love what you do. And I'm, I admire it. I share it with people, I just want them to hear it, just to hear that you're out there.
I appreciate that, man. I'm really appreciative for you to in some sense give me a voice, because I ain't never it's my first time ever on a live stream or whatnot, so I do appreciate you for putting me on here, man. I think this shit is dope, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too, and I'm just glad that you agreed to do it with me. It is really, it feels right. I don't know how to say it, but it just feels really like the right move. I just hope that people can hear you, even if it's on YouTube. I don't care. Just whoever gravitates. If it's 14 people, then that's enough. Like, in my opinion, because that means they get it.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel, man.
I know Duran is not here, but he's a big fan too. And
oh man, everybody who been showing love, man. I salute all y'all. Blue Skies, Derek. I can't even go through the whole Candy Kisses and everybody who I'm sending the email blast off to. Salute all y'all because y'all really giving me it's like y'all giving me motivation to keep doing it. And I mean, even if y'all if I never got involved with the involved with this whole YouTube thing again, I would like I stop making music because ain't nobody listening to me. But it just give me I got a real strong sense of approval from the people, and I got great reception, which I get in real life when I like when I hand my CD out, because I hand my CD out for free.
What?
Like if I just give it to you, like, man, yeah, boot, there you go, like. But I always get a good reaction from them. But it's cool to get back on this YouTube thing and see it's people who really appreciate lyrics, appreciate bars and good music. Because I feel like I got something to offer when it comes to that. Like,
hands down, no doubt about that. A couple other questions I have for you. One of them was, do you have like a top 5, like as far as other artists that you have liked over the years?
you know what? That's one of the music questions where me and my brother, I talk music with my brother like me and my brother, we would talk music for hours and hours and hours and just talking about music. And that's what we really did when we was younger. Because my brother, he's 5 years older than me. I'm 29, so he is kind of like where I got my grounding from, because he basically, we listen to everything, like East Coast, West Coast, from the Mac Dre to the Royce the 5'9" to the anything. Like we came up listening to everything, from the Master P to the Texas movement to the everything. So damn, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
Well, we were talking about the top 5 or whatever.
Oh yeah, the top 5. Yeah. Appreciate that, sis. Appreciate that. But yeah, I say, man, Outkast, of course. I'm a Midwest baby, so Twisted got to be in there. I'm a KC baby, so y'all probably gonna be thrown off when I say this, but Tech Nine, because as y'all might know Tech Nine, y'all think Tech Nine a weirdo, but that nigga used to make nigga music. Like, that's new shit. That ain't what the fuck Tech Nine was doing. You go back to Tech Nine old shit, that nigga Tech Nine was a spitter. That nigga wasn't on this commercial shit. And I salute, one thing I salute, just same way I salute Master P for being independent. Nigga never signed no motherfucking label. That nigga Tech Nine is a independent distributor of his own music. That means your points are higher. Like, when I say points, they have points in the music industry as points. Like, if you sign a deal, your points is not going to be what they are if you're independent. Your points is basically, points is percentage. So basically, Tech Nine is getting his money from his music. There's no middleman in there. So Tech Nine got to be on there, just because his work ethic when it comes to this music industry, and him never selling his soul, as they say. But let me think of some other ones. Shit, man, I can't think. Mac Dre got to be on there just because of the movement. Mac Dre got to be on there, and just because of the influence of what he did to the Bay. Because the Bay, Cali had their whole thing when it came to the gangster rap and all that, and the Snoop and the Death Row and all that. And when Mac Dre came, wasn't nobody thinking about that shit. Mac Dre came, the Romper Room and all that. They came in with the hyphy movement, and it kind of got silly a little bit after the whole Tell Me When to Go. But the hyphy movement was way before Tell Me When to Go. Tell Me When to Go was just what it all culminated to when it comes to it being commercialized. But when it comes to actually the music, like it was there before. When it comes to the mob figures, Hustler, all of them, man. I'm a fan of everybody. That's why I can't have no top 5. I got like a top 50, man.
Oh, okay. It's like
and it ain't in no order. It ain't in no particular order either. It's just a list of 50 people that I fuck with. Like,
oh, okay. Oh, that's good. At least you know, like you said, you don't like boxes, so I guess that's one of those things we just got to deal with it, right?
Young Mesh, yeah, like that. The boy Mesh, man, yeah.
What's happening, Lemonhead? Lemon Leonard in the building. Yeah, I wanted to. I mean, you know, of course, the top 5 or whatever, but I see that you have a lot of favorites, which is fine. Like, you know, you like them for different reasons, of course. And you know, MA shouted out a question in the chat. She asked,
shout out MA, shout out Melanated Agenda, god damn it.
Shout out to MA. For real. She said, what are your thoughts on the state of R&B today? And do you have top 3 in R&B?
R&B. It's a weird topic because I feel like R&B now has shifted into hip hop. Like it's meshed in with hip hop now. And hold on, say the question again just so I can get my bearings.
She was asking, how do you feel about the state of R&B, and do you have like any top favorites in that nowadays? I don't think favorites. Maybe she was asking about all-time top 3 favorites.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with all-time just because I don't know what specific era, but my era, I'm gonna just go with what I've enjoyed in my time, and as you know, R&B is all about love making, baby making music. So I don't know. I really like I do like Raheem Devine.
Mm-hmm.
I do like I mean, is neo soul a part of R&B, or is it like, I don't know what, like it gets a little thin line, great. It's a thin line.
But I guess it is. It's kind of like gangster rap versus, you know, to hip hop. So I'm guessing, you know, I think you're going along the right.
I like basically what's the oh, I don't know. I ain't into that.
You putting the CD on because you got a hot date. Whose catalog are you going to to get a song to set that mood?
Whose catalog for a hot date? Who am I going to? I probably have a playlist. That's the thing. Like, I don't know about, like, I have a playlist type thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I like damn, John blank on that dude name. Goddamn. The nigga who always got the ghetto in his titles, all of his music, you know who, y'all know who, damn, I don't know how I'm drawing a blank on it. Yes, that nigga, man. That nigga is the shit, man. That nigga is the motherfucking shit.
The ghetto, I'm like,
Nah, you know he always got ghetto. He always got some kind of ghetto. It'd be ghetto love, ghetto problems, ghetto.
He doesn't.
I probably say him and Raheem's probably my favorite, but I'm not a big R&B person. I like particular song. Usually, I'm more in the neo soul, but I like the sound of neo soul more. But I like usually if I get an R&B album, I like 2 or 3 songs off it, and I if I got a hot date, then I'm a pull the playlist up. I got a CD for that. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a CD for that. I got a few mixtapes I done put together, personalized by my goddamn self for that shit. But
okay, well, I'm gonna holler at you after the show. That's hot though. I mean, that's good that you already got, you know, you got it together. You already know what you're doing. I had one, but you know, yeah, I gotta revamp, throw some new stuff in it.
It's sad I can't use R. Kelly because it's just sad. But I don't even want to go into that. But man, that man got some powerful music. I just hate that. You know, fuck it, man. Fuck it.
No,
we're gonna let that be.
I feel the same way. You know, it's hard to, yeah. Definitely feel the same way. The other question was, okay, this is from Zahida, so you know, it says, what is the coldest opening line or bars that you heard of all time, or that you know of all time? Like the first opening of a song.
Coldest opening to a song. You know what? I might have to go to Twister. Damn, what's this name of that song? I think it's not Adrenaline Rush, but it was on the album Adrenaline Rush.
Twister.
Damn, it was he didn't even spit no hook on the song. And when I can't even remember, man.
Help us out, chat.
You said what?
I don't know. I just know Twister from doing cameos on Mariah Carey songs.
No, you know, Overnight Celebrity. I know him from
Twister had a song. It was number 5 on Adrenaline Rush. I don't even know what he said, to tell you the truth. But nah, that's one of my favorite songs. I can't even. That's the thing. That's one of them questions I would have to do. I would have to do some research to answer it. Like, I don't know if that. I couldn't give you no solid answer, but.
No, you got real close though. I mean, that's pretty good. I was trying to
Overdose. That's what it's called.
Overdose,
Twister. Right. Overdose. That's what it's called.
Oh, all right. So that's the that was the coldest opening that you could think of. I have to listen to it because
nah, it's a song called Twister Overdose. I'd embarrass I'd make a mockery of it if I try to do it. Y'all know how Twister spit, but I can't just reenact it right now. But once I hear it, I'll know the shit. I know that damn near whole song and that nigga spitting, but
yeah, I'm sure if I played it, you go right along with it. But I just want to ask the chat a question. How many of y'all want to hear him spit for us? Press 1 if you want to hear the true form spit.
Oh yeah.
1.
Okay, so 1 for Zahida.
That's my vote.
You only one? Oh, they got to catch up with us, I guess.
I want to do something live. That's what's up.
Yeah, if you want to, I mean, like let the audience hear a little bit about what you coming with.
That's what's up. We're gonna do it.
All right, hold on. We're gonna do it. You got the mic.
You gotta mute it. And
I'm gonna turn your volume up on this end.
All right, hold on. All right, shit, I gotta get the beat pulled up. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it a cappella. I think it'll mean more if I do it with a beat behind it. So I'm gonna do it like that. I ain't gonna do it a cappella because it. All right. All right, I'm gonna just start it from the beginning. Talk to the beginning, but these right here, these verses I got on deck. Like these, like anybody ask me, hey, nigga, you can't spit, nigga, you can't spit. These the verses, 3, 4. I think it's 2 or 3 verses I got. Might be 4 though. Fuck around and I catch one more, but these the ones like these my go-to verses, basically the memorized verses. All right. Yeah. Come on now, let's open up this book. Listen and look, something different is missing from the script, so I'm here to give you the point. No fear in my voice, chill with the noise. Caught me shy cause I'm ill with the noise. Still ready when Fetty called me, it never reached voicemail. No shortfalls or long fails. How could I say I'm back when I never left? Quiet is kept, I done told you I'm officially next. You gotta respect my style, something large as 11X. Gigantic, that boy sick, that guy's cancer. Shit don't faze me, got the heart of a slave, freed my wrist. Better prince of the chain links. I'm laughing, I just walked out the gate free. Promise I could jot you a novel. I don't stop till it's time to rep to the end. It's my motto. Could never follow on the path of a lame duck. How could you play tough? Just pulling the same stuff. How could I fear a nigga that bleed the same blood? As I wonder the outcome. Designed the speech to start wars. The choir still singing when I march forward. I kind of think this is a high score. This fire could burn tires and melt off car doors. The Arthur. Jotting in 4K, breaking down, crumbling more haze all through the town. I carry this torch blazed. I'm on it till I'm finished. They ain't kidding, no horseplay. The Arthur. Why? All right, I ain't done. No.
You ain't done.
Not done. Hold on. I gotta switch the beat though, man. That verse was written.
Brother, take your time.
Hey, hold on. That verse was written in double time, meaning it's double the writing basically. But this one, I'm about to go to regular time. We're going to do it like this. I'm trying to think if I should start when the beat starts or should I start with the piano. I don't know. Choices. I got decisions to make. All right. Listen. Okay. Yeah. I turned it up, I couldn't play for this one. Hella saucy and bossy, you see the major difference. Politicking my potion, holding position. I'm focused, don't get it twisted, that's a YJ bar. Nationwide, that's my fucking thesis. That type of verbiage I serve, flipping these words get put together like puzzle pieces. Jesus, I'm out the box, I couldn't stay off in it. I only fucks with a small circle, so they authentic. Once I opened up the floodgates, I let it flow, and now I'm on some more shit. I've been rolling since 2004, bitch. No shit, chasing this guac could not be faded, never. YJ deucing the hog on this great endeavor. This my lecture, I'm standing at the podium. No pretend, every day I'm riding, let the show begin. Not for nothing, plotting on this guaca from the start, and I could never be influenced by you marks, little bitch. I got heart, little bitch. I got heart. Yeah, okay, that's another one. That's another one. We're gonna keep it moving though. We're gonna keep it moving.
All right, keep going.
My mindset open, gritting, so I ride for a token, savvy and so sick. Listen how words blend, riding since my first win, designed to showcase until the curtain slam. That's sort of my craft, set a standard that lasts for hella time. I vomit lines, straight up, no tonic inside. No, it ain't watered down, tremendous style made for attentive crowds. Listen for a sinner's vows, this is no beginner's route. You only got one life, there ain't no second voucher. But I'd never doubt you, go get yours. We gonna be okay, smoke in my eyes, call me Ghostface. No chase, no lime, no line. The grind's what I'm sticking to. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Don't get the shit confused. My mind got different views. Probably got a couple of missing screws, but you do too. Speaking the truth, I'm not done till I'm through. Right now I'm on cruise, so just cruise. Come on, we got some more. Like, come on, cooling for a month long, not new to fluently compose songs. I am not a clone. Fortunes I foresee is foresight. I'm out the door like 3 a.m. High riding with a Dickie suit. They all on the same shit. Why they gotta be so damn typical? I never could be pigeonholed. No box could hold me inside because I tend to float. Why they gotta be so damn typical? I never could be pigeon. Okay, yeah. As I sample the good life, I taste success. I pace my steps so I don't get ahead of myself. Come on, I've been solid. I gotta flourish. I've been jotting lines for a purpose 10 times fresher than most. Hot as a stove, back to the old me. Mouthpiece shining without no gold teeth. Thought it was OV. Now I'm on a roll. Peep got different kind of visions on how I should step. Kill shit. My angle is death. I strangle the pen while they sang it. I spit, race for a pennant. Chasing the spinach, never tainted. My vision is straight to the clinic. I'm sick as patience and tips of care. Fuck, man. I fucked up, man. That's it, man. Fuck it. I'm done. Oh, shit. I'm just fooling, man. I'm just fooling on this motherfucker, man. I fucked up a couple times, but all right. That's it, though. I'm done. I digress. Hello? Damn, I can't hear shit. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was me, man. I'm sorry. We was over here clapping for you and everything.
Oh, okay.
Reclap.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My bad, computer operator. Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I digress, though, man. That was how many? That was 1, 2,
3,
3, 4. That was 4.
4.
That was 4.
That was hot, though. You did your thing. See what I'm talking about?
Everybody ain't able.
No.
Everybody ain't able.
I think the chat liked you too, man. I think they.
Yeah, I'm peeping the chat, man. I salute everybody in there, man. Cause them is my randoms. I mean, I feel like anybody who do this shit, who say they a rapper, like if you can't come with like nigga be like, oh yeah, I rap, I do music. He be like, oh, okay, spit something. And he be like, oh man, nah, nigga, spit something. Like
that's like when you ask people who, people who say they sing and you ask them to sing.
Yeah, like a good singer.
I ain't got my lemon tea yet.
Yeah, I ain't had my chamomile yet. I gotta.
Yeah, man, I really did enjoy that, and I thank you for doing that. That was hot. I didn't expect you to keep going, but I'm glad you did, because it was some good stuff that you were putting out there. You sound like you was really, you put your whole self into it. It seemed like when you spit and when you deliver lines.
I tried to, man. I don't want it to seem like I'm reading a book. Like it's a difference between reading a book and reading a rap, like.
Right. But tell us a little bit about I heard you say something about your brother. Well, I guess it was probably in one of your songs. Don't tell it. But your brother, I know you told me that too, but he was a big inspiration in you continuing the music.
Oh yeah, my brother, man, that's my biggest fan right there. That's my biggest fan right there. He the one, he told me, like when I started, he was acting like my shit was like Jay-Z the Blueprint, and my shit, I knew it wasn't that, but he kept on telling me like, man, that shit there, man, that shit there, it feel even better when he riding around. He got a 212s in the back. He playing the shit knocking, and people, oh, who's that? Like, I don't know. He basically that's my rock, man. Like, you see what I'm saying? They always say like a female, like, oh, my girl, man, she my rock, she my, that's the man behind the music, because that nigga, man, he done gave me so many ideas and so many. I mean, he raps too, but he's on some shit like, I do this, nigga, but you do this, and it's cool to hear that, because he's 5 years older than me, so it's letting me know like I'm doing something good. Like I ain't just on no bullshit. And,
right.
And the thing is, when we've been listening to the music we've been listening to, it's like when you listen to a specific genre of music for so long, you really get to know what's good and what's not. So I guess that's a part of it, because I was 9 years old and I'm listening to Nas. Like I grew up in it. Like I grew up listening to this, breathing this shit. Like that's all we do is listen to music. Like we had a catalog. We had them CD books, the CD books with the like it's like 250 CD books.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the big thick ones that you see the DJs carrying around. My brother, he still has to this day. He has 3.5 of those full of music, alphabetical order, just full, and it's separated by. No, actually has 4, because he has one full of, like, it's separated by region. One book is Midwest, one book is West, one book is East Coast, and one book is South. And actually the South books is like 1.5. But that's all we used to do, man. Was listening to music, sit up, do this or do that, whatever we was doing at the time.
Cool. That's a good way to grow up, though. I mean, music, it plays a big part in our lives, and it
oh yeah,
let's get through stuff, for any mood you in. So I love that.
And as they say, like music is timeless, and same with like literature, books are timeless. music is the same way because, like, I'm sure you've heard someone say this before, but you could play a song and someone remember the exact thing that they was doing, or they remember who they was with when this song came out. Like, you listen to an old song and it'll take you back to that actual time if you listen to it present day. Like, that's what I like about it, because it's a lot of it is nostalgia. Like, you listen to it and you're like, oh, I remember this shit. Like,
yep, can definitely take you back to a specific time and place.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a well, I wanted to ask you one quick question before I make the next transition. I wanted to ask you about your personal life a little bit about nothing major, just like relationship situation, children. How are you there?
Relationship situation. I got out of a long relationship of 5 years, which seemed like 10 about
Damn.
what was it, January?
Doing hard time.
5 years I was with the it and
it didn't end well, did it?
it was ended very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ended very well. Very well. I was very pleased with the ending. But
damn.
Nah, but you said personal life and what
so
else?
You single right now then? Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Are you dating? Are you open? Are you?
I have one friend right now. She is very flexible, and that's about it.
Physically flexible? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you can switch it up every which way you. I mean,
I guess okay. So, okay. Hey, shout out to her. Cool. So, do you have any children?
No children. I think is some people they just have children and some people they don't, and I just think.
Damn, you're 29, dog. Is it over? Is that it?
I mean, I think you have to be. I don't know. It's like they say some people are selfish, and I think that's one of my problems is I'm selfish, and I like my time. Like, I don't know. I like me.
All about that.
I like me a lot, I guess. Not to be like big headed or not. I'm not trying to sound like I'm, but I like me. Like I know if I just don't think some people are meant to have kids. Like some people shouldn't have kids. Like I don't. Everybody's not meant to have kids. I just feel like it's like that.
So wait, okay. So I was asking if you had any, but I guess you don't even really want kids. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm good right now.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, that's personal choice. I like the fact that you again are outside the box on that. I think outside the box. Some people probably got kids and didn't want them anyway, but I digress. All right, so I want to welcome to the panel my DJ and your DJ.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he gonna tell the other day. Oh, but PG, that's my DJ. No, that's my friend, my DJ.
Drum roll, people.
Oh, don't throw the wishbone out there.
The people's champ.
Drum roll.
Welcome, everybody. PGS, Polites Gold Shoes, DJ extraordinaire. Welcome, sir. Oh shit, he's muted. Hold on a second.
See.
Oh, hey, bro.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey,
all right, what's up?
What's good with it?
What's good, Truth?
What's good, broski?
Home team.
Hashtag home team. God damn it! Like,
that's right.
That's what's up.
What's good, Majestic?
You got a little brother. I mute myself so you brothers could talk a little bit, but it's good to see you. How you been?
Oh, I've been good. Been trying to get a lot of stuff done. I was talking to you earlier. I kind of figured out that software, but I'm gonna have to get back with you on that. And
please don't forget, because I told you I needed some practice too. So I would like us to get together on that. Hopefully,
I got you.
All right. Cool.
I got you. Other than that, in the process of moving and What else? We got you know, it's harvest time. We'll leave it at that. So real busy.
I think you could use some help, huh? We can come help you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk on that. We definitely will. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some help.
All right, so what else? Yeah, so you've been over there. Your channel's been popping off the chain, bro. What you been doing?
Man, well, you know, I just tried to reinvent myself. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit been going on YouTube, and you know, I just wanted to, you know, change it up. You know, change it with another vibe, because you know, YouTube start getting boring, not fun. Yeah. So we're just trying to make. Oh, hold on, let me turn this down.
I think I did that. Let me make sure.
Oh, that's my speakers. Okay, no, just trying to make things fun again. You know, doing something different. Just bringing in some, you know, some flavor, some fun, and you know, me and my man Truth, we've been talking behind the scenes, and we're gonna try to work out some collaborations. And and I had spoke, and we're definitely gonna get that mixtape. His mixtape, we're gonna stamp that thing, and we're just having fun.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's all it is, man. It's just networking, man. Hashtag home team networking, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. Ain't nothing. Ain't no super deep math equation to this shit. It's just that nigga do that shit. I do this shit. Let's put this shit out. Let's do this shit. That's all.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about. You know, when you and I, we talked of some things that you said, and it was just like right up my alley. You know, it's just about having fun with it. Yeah. You know, I think hip hop, music as a whole, the fun is the soul, the fun, all the elements and things that have been taken out. So it's just putting that back into its perspective. And then when you do that, when you're having fun with it, you're going to produce and you're going to do things that's organic, and you're going to bring some natural things out. So, man, oh, man, I do have to say this. I'm surprised Majestic didn't bring it up. I will say this. It's not bad. It's a few months back. She had posted one of your videos. And I think she even hit me up, said, check this out. Check it out. And at the time, I was just doing a bunch of things or whatever. And to be honest,
i.e. ignoring me. Thank you.
No, but she was the one that really was pushing from the very beginning. And then so I kind of caught on because I was doing a lot of different things. And to be honest with you, it just goes back to some of the things that, like y'all were saying, hip hop and just music as a whole, it's just a bunch of trash. This stuff that's out. I mean, you got a few things, but a lot of it, it's not timeless.
Right.
Music is supposed to be timeless, something that you can play over and over.
Exactly.
So when I heard your music, it's like, damn, this man, he's telling a story.
Yes.
And the thing about it, that's what a true lyricist does, an MC. So, man, I'm just excited, and y'all just be on the lookout.
Oh yeah, this shit coming. This shit ain't done. The shit ain't done. Only question, maybe I should have hit you on behind the scene, but man, you want to keep on with the chapters, or what you think that shit cool to just add chapters, or what?
We can keep going on with the chapters. Let's do that.
All right. We're gonna have to come up with a name with this shit behind the scenes, though. Exactly.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow on some other stuff as well too that we can kind of incorporate. But I definitely will.
Hey sis, you can go ahead and put that Facebook link in here if you got it. PGS, the DJ does have a Facebook group. You know, all of us, most of us support it. If you want to join.
Oh yeah, the group, the group be lit though. Hey, tell you the truth, man. That's the only reason I go to Facebook is for the Conscious Tech group and the Gold Shoes group. That's the only reason that's the only reason I log on that motherfucker, to tell you the truth. Like if it wasn't for the groups, I would tell you I might not even fuck with Facebook if it wasn't for the groups.
Most definitely.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait. But I definitely appreciate what y'all doing. I love this collaboration. Y'all know I do. I mean, I'm sorry, but I do. I know y'all have other fans, other very big fans, you know, so I don't want to take those shine away from them. But I'm just saying, you know, y'all are two good brothers, and you know, PGS that's my dude. But I love what I've learned about you, the True Form, or YJ the author. I think you are amazing with your abilities and talents, and I just think that he is as well with his abilities on those turntables and ear for music. So I think that y'all made a real good that's a real good match. It's like perfect.
That's right. It's like bringing back the elements of hip hop.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone earlier about that.
Oh yeah.
And those two that we're bringing is the MCing and the DJing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You bring those elements together, you mash it together, man.
Oh, y'all need B-boy for y'all. Is that what it is?
That's it.
Mujahid gonna be the damn B-boy, goddamn it.
All right, well, I guess I have to learn how to paint then. We're gonna have to do something. I gotta be a part of it, you know.
Or you can break dance.
I can do a mean worm, man.
See, there it is.
Well, I really appreciate you coming through as well, PGS, because you know, True Form wouldn't have it no other way. And
yeah, man. I'm glad you came through, man. That's what's up, man. We shit.
Oh, hold on. You went out a little bit, bro. You there, True Form? Is it my end? I don't know what happened, YJ. You were there, but now you cut out. So PGS, while we waiting on him to get it together, I don't know what's going on with his audio. Hopefully, he'll be able to come on back.
Yeah, that's that Windows. I keep telling y'all got to get up on that off of that Windows 95. You know, I got to throw a shot. Bam, 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 bam. You know, I love talking shit.
Those jokes though.
That's it. No, but on the real, he is my favorite MC.
Oh yeah?
Form is my favorite MC. Hands down. I mean, I advise you guys to, you know, get up on him, listen to his lyrics, listen to the lyrics. We're trying to bring hip hop back, make hip hop great again. So just listen to his lyrics, and let's just support those that are really have a passion for it and are doing it for the love of it, because that's really important. Because all this trash that's been played, it's only because we support it. Well, we don't, but people support it. But once we get behind those that are really spitting bars or really doing something and have a love and passion for it, that's when we can, you know, bring hip hop back as it should be. You know, lyricists.
Yeah, I think YJ dropped off. Hopefully he'll come back on. I'm waiting to see if he messages me or something like that. But hopefully he did. But yeah, you
yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Okay, we back. I don't know what the fuck happened. My shit just fucked up. My whole internet connection down. Like, goddamn, what the fuck?
But I'm glad you're back.
I choose to that.
Yeah, he's still with us. I wanted to say something about the fact that what PGS just said, because it's very important, and this is something I really want to stress based on this conversation that all of us are having. I met both of you right here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just other people's chats, whatever. When we develop relationships based on that, just by talking and networking a little bit. So what I'm saying is, you guys have this natural talent in here already, and I don't want nobody sleeping on it, really. And on top of that, I just think we need to support our own. Like, you guys are my own, you know. And I don't understand what is going on where talent like that is just sitting on the sidelines and nobody's talking about it. I don't get it. So I just want us to encourage us to do this more with the people that we know, because some people that we know have amazing talents. They don't talk about them all the time. They don't brag about them. This man never even said anything. He never even said anything until I think it was like, I don't even know when he
hey, you know why I did that, man? Because I'm a real, like, tell you the truth, I'm anti-social as fuck. I don't fuck with people. Like, people, I just don't fuck with people. Like, so I came in the chat, you know, I've seen the chats pop up, like, because they ain't used to being on chat on YouTube. I seen them pop up. I'm like, okay. Went through a couple little rooms, just not saying shit, and I went to the CCC room, and I'm like, oh, okay, I feel like I could put my 2 cents in over here, and that's how that shit I don't know. That's how I basically know everybody here, everybody in the chat, just because of that chat room. Cause for real, I ain't feel like typing to nobody shit. I was watching this shit like, okay, this shit kind of sound dumb, but I don't know. I found one where found like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. I feel the same way, honestly. Same way. I mean, you know, I was chatting elsewhere, but I ran into these people in Latasha where I was chatting in. Her chat was very inviting, very much open. Everybody had, you know, just open minds. I mean, I think that's important.
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tasha, she's like the tree, and we're just the branches that fall from that, and that's how a lot of us have connected and
Right.
networked through, you know, her. And I will say this about her: she's always been real, and supportive, and you know, and I ain't gonna get into the other thing, but it's just she just always recognized real, and then she just makes you feel welcome. So
Yeah.
that brought us together, and
Yeah.
all of us clicked. And you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
And that's one of the things I want to pair it, because when I came in, it's like everybody said, even though I knew everybody already there was already like, they already had they seat at the desk and shit. And I came in, I'm like, peace. Like, but they like, oh, here go your seat right there. Your seat right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no shit like motherfuckers come in and ain't responding to you and shit just because you knew and shit. Nah, it was all love over there. So I'm like, all right.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too. I mean, like, it never felt like, you know, it was any shade or just like, oh, what's she doing here? It's like I came in and I felt at home like everybody else. So she definitely provided that. And you know, I am forever grateful as a result.
No doubt, no doubt.
Would
And
never,
shout out to Suicide too.
huh?
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Suicide.
Yeah,
29.
suicide. Of course, suicide. 29. And you guys subscribe to these channels if you're interested. I definitely recommend these channels. It's Conscious Community Convo TV, and then there's also Suicide H29. And then these two fellas, if you're interested in checking out their channels, which of course I recommend, they're in my description of this video. So make sure you click on their links and support these brothers. PGS has mixtapes available for, you know, and we have the Hangout. I mean the Facebook group as well. So I hope to see all of y'all there. I did want to ask you, True Form, about your religious background and politics, how you feel about things like that. Can you give us a little bit of flavor on who you are that way?
Well, I guess I say religious background. I would be Christian because my dad was a very strict. My dad's a military man. He did his 4 years, and
In the army, right?
he basically tried to instill in me Christian values and everything that goes along with that. No matter how hypocritical one can be, he did his best to try to instill the doctrine in me. As far as how much it worked, I think you can probably take your own thesis away from how much it did work. But nah, right now I don't subscribe to any religious doctrine at this point in time in my life. I subscribe to myself and and I subscribe to morals. I believe the 10 Commandments are morals. I believe that that's what the overall purpose of these doctrines is. That is the purpose of these doctrines, is to install morals in people.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if the stories of the Quran are true or the stories of the Bible, King James, whatever, it's just morals, and they're trying to instill morals in people at young ages and keep them in that frame of mind throughout their entire life. Because I mean, the thing is common sense shit. A lot of it is just common sense. Like, I mean, shit, do not something something your mother and father, respect your father and mother. It's like, okay, like damn, I already knew that. Like, I mean, I don't know.
You didn't need the threat of hell?
You said what?
You didn't need the threat of hell to respect your parents?
I didn't need the threat of hell to let me know that I should respect my mother and father or any other the weirdo shit that people be doing. We know what the fuck is right. We know what's wrong. We know goddamn pedophilia is goddamn a sin. Like we don't need a doctrine to tell us that shit. We know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. You know, obviously I feel you, but you know, I figured that would be kind of like the answer you would give me. You got anything you want to say about this, PGS?
Hold on. Let me mute my mic.
What do you?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with him. No matter how you look at it, metaphors, allegories, when you look into the scriptures, it's all about morals. It goes back to morals. Some people need a moral compass. As if you look at it and you say, just like what Truth said, some people in their twisted mind, because we have some twisted mind people, they think pedophilia is okay.
That's true.
You know, and to us, we like, come on, that's the obvious. But we really need a standard. And I look at it like what he said, look at the commandments. It's a standard of morals and keeping those things. If you look at all those things, it's all about loving yourself and loving others and respecting others. If you look deeper into those 10 commandments. So I agree exactly with everything that he said. So I'm on board with that. Exactly.
Well, thank you for your perspective as well. And I definitely respect what both of y'all had to say. I wanted to ask you about politics. How you feel about politics, True Form?
Politics. I've never voted in my life. I didn't even vote for Obama. So I mean, y'all can look at that and say, "Oh, that's bad." All this and that. I've never voted. As I realize, the bigger percentage of black men can't even vote if they wanted to, and even if we all, I don't know.
Is it that you don't have any belief in that system, or you just feel like?
I believe that if we all voted for one person, we could get someone in office, but I don't believe it's like the Godfather picture. The fucking president is down on the bottom and the hands on the top we can't vote for.
Okay. I feel you.
Like it's the president, like no matter who's the president, I just feel like even if we vote for someone who supposedly is fighting for us, they can only do so much. It's systematic things. You can't change the hands on the puppet master.
You said a very important word, systematic. That's a very important word when it comes to that topic of politics, especially. So you're right. I mean, like, well, at least I feel, I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I want to give the chat opportunity. You guys, if you have any questions, you guys can go ahead and shoot them out. I'm going to ask them a couple more questions, or a few. Do you have a dream car that you're interested in?
A dream car?
Yeah, I noticed you was in the cars a little bit. Is that true?
Yeah, I love old school cars. I had an '84 Buick LeSabre. That was my dream car.
Oh,
'84 Buick LeSabre. I had it for 3 years, and that was my dream car. I had my time in the shine. I had my time in the sunlight, and now I got a Honda because gas and everything else that goes with it.
Oh, so he driving like a modern car now, like
Yeah, I got the 2000. My shit. I'm driving economy. Photos though.
Hey.
Photos economy. I'm done with the gas. I had my 5.0. Had my 4.9 Lactaville. That's all I grew up on. My brother had an '85 Cadillac Eldorado when I was 10 years old. He
when he owned us.
Nah, my brother.
You say he's 5 years older than you, or 15?
Yeah, well, I guess I was 11 then, because he was like 16 or 17. So
Okay.
but nah, his first car was a Cadillac, and I fell in love with the plush seats and the buttons on the bottom and all that. I fell in love with the fake wood grain and all that.
Cool. So that's another passion for you then.
Oh yeah, I don't know that I say is a past tense passion, because now I really don't give a fuck. Shit, I got bills to pay.
Grown man, you getting on your grown man. Let's see. Well, as far as like social media, I know I was asking him guys about his social media and his if he had a website and PayPal and all that. You know, I had to wrestle the brother. I'm trying to get him to do a PayPal. I mean, he's giving us free music. A lot of us, you know, who have subscribed, I guess you want to call it that. He's just doing it out of the goodness of his heart. And because we like it, you know, he's giving it to us. So I know that if people, you know, could donate to him, they would like to. He doesn't care about it, you know, but I'm trying to tell him that that's one way we can show appreciation. Sometimes people just got an extra $10 that they want to give away or they want to donate, and he might be the cat that they want to give it to. So that's what I was trying to explain to him. You know, it's not a hustle thing. It's not about making money. It's just about, you know, giving people another way to show approval.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. And excuse me. I don't know. I understand that. That's true. I mean, I don't know. I guess shit. I'm throwing up there one of these days. Shit.
Yeah,
when I get another 500 subs, I throw it up.
Another 500. Okay,
that's gonna be about 4 years.
No, I saw like in the last few months you've gotten like almost 150 just in the last 2 months, and that's
the thing about you. Look at my subs. I don't look at them subs. To tell you the truth, I got less subs than PGS. To tell you the truth, because them subs. My channel is 6 years old. You gotta understand. My channel is 6 years old, and I didn't upload nothing for damn near, I think, like 2 years or something. So it was like when I came back, it was like I didn't get no kind of ship at all, because all them subs. The thing about YouTube, like people channels, I mean people accounts and everything, shit, once they got a new account, they ain't got, you not a sub basically. You got the number as a sub. It got, I think I say I got 1,500 or something, but shit, I look at it like I got 200 subs right now, 100 subs, like, because whatever I've gotten since I came back on in November 2017, I think, when I came back, that's what I look at it like I got now. I don't count all that old shit. I got them old videos I was uploading. Because I used to just do video mixes. Like, I just take a song that I like and just take a song that I like that didn't have a video from the artist, and I would just download a bunch of videos and cut, paste, and video edit them together to make a video and put it out, and that shit was getting views, and I just stopped because it was like, shit, for what? This ain't my shit. Like, shit.
Well, I guess that's a logical conclusion, but I don't know. I think, you know, I don't know about I mean, I know what you're saying, you know, with the viewership and everything, but most people would like to have the subscriptions you showing, but I do understand what you mean. Like, once you change your name,
they not clicking on it. My shit get like, man, 20. Basically, whoever from the CCC chat, them is my views right there. Basically, and I'll tell you the truth though, when that that shit had me rolling. I put up that first shit with shoes, put that shit up, that shit had 70 views. I was like, God damn. But that
got a little gold on it.
Yeah, that mean his viewers is they interacting with the videos though. Like, so I salute to that man, because that nigga got some shit, man. Got a good channel over there, man.
Yeah, it's growing real nice. So, you know, congratulations, PGS, on everything you're doing. Good to see that.
Appreciate it. But I look at it like it's a team effort. We all come together, we collaborate. Damn, I can't even talk. Collaborating, and we all support each other. You know, sub up. You know, support each other in whatever movement. You know, especially if it's a positive movement, we need to really be behind those things because we got enough negative stuff going on.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm a firm believer. You know, I like the joke cut up, but love conquers all. Love conquers all. You can't stop a person from loving the hell out of them, you know. So, you know, and then another thing too, the biggest thing, like what I've learned on these YouTube streets, there's a lot of people that have it's a lot of issues on both sides. On the other side, you know, there's so many different angles. But the key thing is ignore the negativity. Do not feed it. As bad as we want to feed a lot of that, stay positive. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes behind the scenes, we might have to vent. But if we stay positive and keep supporting each other, that's how we all grow. So it's not a one thing. So when you guys, you know, you congratulate me and I appreciate that, but it's a collaborative thing. It's you guys supporting, you guys coming together. So I look at it, it's like we all are growing. So I appreciate it, but I look at it as a team thing. That's why we home team.
That's right.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, you know, agree with the collaboration thing. I'm going to do that till the day I die, however way I got to do it, just because I believe in my people, you know. So I appreciate the fact that you are still having that energy, you know, of a family thing. It's not just about you.
Yeah.
You include us. You always make us feel loved in your chat too. So that's another.
And like you said, I want to touch on like how you said about like we got enough. It's enough negativity. It's enough nigga. It's enough of that shit. Like we got that. Like I want this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we got enough of that shit. Like we want to seek out that shit. It's there. It's there in abundance. Like it's as far as this other shit. That's the problem. But thing that plays into that is that's what the fuck people want to see, and that's the sad part. Is that people want that shit. They don't. It's like I feel like sometimes. I agree with Shoes 100%. That love conquers all, but it's sad to see that over when you look at the majority, it's like you wouldn't think that because what people are clicking on. They're not clicking on that shit. They're not clicking on the positivity. They're not clicking on that shit, and that's the sad part. That's the sad thing to see, but it's the reality that I see in this whole YouTube shit. And I know y'all are a bit more, y'all are more seasoned in these YouTube streets as me. I came in late. To tell you the truth, I came in real late, but just in the time since November 2017, when I actually started looking at this, like, oh, they got this, the black sector and this and the roast sector and all this other shit, and half of that shit is built off negativity. Like, so it's like, I hate to see that shit, but that's what it seemed like.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what kind of things do you like to watch on YouTube, or what were you doing before you came over to this side of things? Like, what do you watch on a regular basis, or what are you into?
I don't know. I half the time I be sitting up looking for beats. Like I if I ain't sitting up looking for beats, if ain't nobody live that I fuck, if ain't nobody live I fuck with or that I even feel like clicking on, then I'm sitting up looking for beats because that's half the battle. Cause I don't know. I'm sitting up looking for music, listening to music. Music is what it's my whole life. Basically, so that's what I be looking at. This whole YouTube live stream sector, I feel like it's very entertaining though. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie like the shit is not entertaining, because it can easily replace Netflix for a person who ain't into movies that much, because it is very entertaining. But for real, I just be sitting up looking for beats.
Okay, well, that's real. I mean, I just was curious about what kind of things you did on YouTube. I got something to say. I got a line here. First name get this, last name cash. You don't have the same flavor or ring as.
Oh shit! That's a hey man. Anybody listening, let it be known, Majestic, she is very she does her research. Let's just say that. Cause I don't even know when the fuck I said that shit. I just know I said that shit and it was years ago.
That's awesome.
Just let it be known, Majestic, she be on her shit, goddamn. But that ain't nothing to that. I think that was at a time point where I was just trying to say some fly shit. Tell you the truth, I just want to say something hot. Like
it was. Well, you definitely accomplished that. So I mean, like I said, I can find gems in everything. I wanted to ask you about this one song you did, and I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry, and I think it was fairly. I actually don't even know how old it was. I think it was fairly recent. Actually, I don't know. But you were talking about taking a trip to Canada. Like you were talking about a character taking a trip to Canada. Sound like he was into some shady stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of ties into that question about the gambler you asked me about. What made me do that? Because that was really, that was, I think it was called. It's on my other channel, YJF Nationwide ENT, where I wrote a story. I think it was about 4 minutes long. And it took you on he started somewhere in Texas and he was going to collect some. I tell you the truth, I forgot the whole plot to the story, to tell you the truth. I just know it was somebody going to Canada to collect some money. And I kind of did it on I wrote it in sequence, And when I wrote that shit, I did the Google Maps destination from Texas to Canada, and I incorporated the interstates that were on the path to there.
Wow.
But
impressive.
I don't know. Nobody. If I heard that and I didn't write it, I probably wouldn't even catch it. But I don't know But yeah, that was kind of like the seed for that whole the gambler, the Western type thing, where I just trying to tell a story. Yeah, and it's a nonfiction story. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that's what had my ears like. Wait a minute, like wait.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm not a gambler at all.
I figured it out later. Like I figured it out, but I was just like, wow. Because I asked you how your dad had felt about like the street life with you growing up, and PGS. I know you're here, honey. I'm not ignoring you. Just so you know, but I did hear you. I asked you about your dad, how he felt about you and your brother being involved in street life, like how he would feel about that. But now that you told me a little bit more about your dad, I kind of know.
Yeah, nah, my daddy wasn't having that shit. My daddy worked for the postal office for the U.S. government postal. Actually, the bulk mail center. That's where all of your ads come from. Basically, they don't do any person to person mail. They just do company to person ads, like mail. Like so, all that whole bundle of ads you get, it comes from the bulk mail center. Like, and it's just bundles of like ads that get sent to people. But yeah, he definitely instilled that in us. Like, man, you gotta work, provide for your family, and all of that. And even though he was kind of he wasn't as righteous as he would claim to be out on Sunday morning, he definitely did try to portray that to everybody.
Yeah, so,
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like, I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I didn't mean to offend anyone with that statement. I'm sorry. Yeah. So with your dad, the one thing I wanted to bring up, and I'm sorry, but I guess we're going to kind of breeze through this a little bit. Your father was in the Army. He did 4 years in the Army. Yeah. And one of his assignments was that during his active duty that he was assigned to go to Guyana.
Yeah, this information I didn't know until 3 years ago. He never spoke on it, but he was sent over there to Jonestown, and I don't know exactly what he was doing, but like I mean, you can only imagine. I don't know. I know nothing about it because I don't talk to my dad anymore. I haven't talked to my dad, had a real conversation really since I was 13. But uh so I don't know. Like if you were to ask me what he was doing exactly, I don't know.
But it was
he
the
did
aftermath of the Jonestown massacre.
after it happened. He did, and I got this. I didn't get this information from him. My auntie told me that he told her this 3 years ago, or maybe been 2 years ago. I don't know. It was a couple of years ago that a few years ago that I found out about this, about him going there and such. And once I looked at the timeline and all this, and him being 18 going to the army, and once I looked at the timeline of that, and I seen, okay, right after that, and he was in the, like I could believe, like I don't know why he would even say that, like, and I don't know, but
you don't know why he would.
Like I don't know why he would lie about that.
I don't think he would lie about it. I just think that you know how that is though when they. Yeah, I think it was harder for probably him to really even say, or that's crazy. Like if you think about it, like can you imagine just, I mean, not that I really want you to because it is so close to home for you, but you have a bunch of people in the jungle in a new settlement that are dead through cyanide poisoning.
I don't know it.
On that, children, women, babies, men, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Shit is crazy. I don't know. That's why I just wish I could just talk. Because I'm curious. Like I'm the curious type. I want to know. Like, and the fact that I can't know, it's like.
Well, it's not that you can't know, but it'll take a lot to get to knowing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reach it. I'm not finna. I ain't finna do all that. Like,
well, your brother does still speak to your dad, correct?
Not anymore. He has spoken to him more since he left than me, because I left later than he did. Right. He was older, so he left before me, and it was just me and him. So, but from what, and my brother, man, we like it ain't nothing. Like every time he spoke to him, he's giving me a rundown, play by play, like Stephen A. Smith, the whole shit. So it's like it was just small talk, like, oh, you work there, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I worked there. Well, how you been? Oh, well, I had, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't really anything deep, like where we finding out different motivations and certain things of that, and why you did this and why you did that. It was none of that. It was from what I got from it, because he has talked to him more, but he hasn't spoken to him in probably 5 years, and me it's probably it's longer than that. I spoke since I was 13. I spoke to him one time, and it didn't really go well. So,
yeah, and that's understandable. I mean, it might take some time, but if it happens, but you'll be guided in your own self to know what you want to do for you. Yeah. And I certainly hope y'all can heal the relationship, But I'm not, holding you to it, obviously, but I would like to see. It's always good, but whether he's willing to discuss that with you or not is a whole nother thing,
Yeah, that's a whole nother, even just with the connecting again part, that's a whole layer of it. Then the whole talking about that is a whole nother layer that's about 10 layers down in the sediment. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, y'all would have a lot to go through to get there. PGS, you got any wisdom for us?
Everything is just timing. I didn't always have the best relationship with my father, and he passed away in January. And I'm still dealing with certain things. So everything is just timing, and in the right time, things are just coming to everything are just mashed together. But always in the back of your mind, no matter how you feel, just keep an open mind to being open to mending whatever needs to be mended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know sometimes that can be a touchy situation, touchy subject, but we definitely we will talk because I have a lot of things that I've dealt with myself, so I can relate. I definitely can relate.
Yeah.
But the key thing with relationships, and that's any relationship, whether it be your parents, is just keep an open mind, because a lot of times when we have problems or issues with someone, that it still resonates in our mind, and a lot of times we can't really sleep, and we're wrestling with a lot of things. And sometimes we just need to really just come to a point and place where we can get some type of closure or just, make things right. But everything's timing.
So I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. I just had a question though. So when it comes to like who is reaching out, because since me and my brother left, we were the ones to always reach out. I just wanted to get your take on, like, at what point is it like, do you expect them to reach out? Like, I graduated high school, they ain't reach out. I did this, he ain't reach out. Like, these are things that he knows that would happen, or he might have not known. I don't know. It's just like, I'm like, my thing is like, how you don't reach out, like that's my whole thing. Like I just don't understand how you could not reach out. You might have a whole another family and all this, and I might have some stepbrothers. I might have some bros I don't even know about, like newborns and shit. Like how you don't reach out though? That's my whole thing. Like, where after I reached out and my brother reached out, and then I had my little discussion with him that maybe lasted maybe like 5 minutes tops, and it didn't really turn out well, and then nothing after that. I'm like, so should I just keep reaching out until I don't know? I'm like,
that's a good question. Personally, you keep on, and that's something that, because by reaching out, that's a form of you keeping the door open. Because when you stop, then that's when the resentment will really kick in, and you being a person that have a lot of questions. I can't say definitely that it's any justification for any father not to reach back out, or when the son is reaching out, but it's always worth listening to his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? We can play it all in our minds and just allow those things to come in our minds and say, you know what, that's effed up. I did this and I'm his son. And it's easy to take that route.
Yeah.
But sometimes just it takes time. And when that time happens, we don't know when, but when that time happens and you guys get a chance to talk, then that's the healing process. Man, I have so much that we're gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk, because I see a lot of similarities and things that I've dealt with dealing with family. So I understand that, but just always keep that door open, because talking about things and sharing with the right people is always a form of medicine. Helps us so we don't get bottled up and become the angry man, an angry person because of issues that we may have had. So just keep that door open, and just hopefully you'll get that explanation, whether it be the explanation that you want to hear, but at least you want to hear it out, and in time it'll come to pass.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's up?
PGS, and of course, you have my deepest condolences about your father's passing. I I know you still, you still dealing with that. It's still quite new. But that I appreciate you having words of wisdom for the brother, because if been through something like that, that's what we need to do, is help each other out, not to tell him what to do, but to help him deal with that. But it sounds like your dad, truth form, is more like a pride issue with him. So, or maybe how that generation kind of feels like we disrespect. It could be something like that, but it's not your issue, whatever it is. It's not, it's not you that is necessarily keeping it from happening. But
that's another thing. I still, even though whatever, I mean, like, I don't know. I still can't imagine him passing and me like not like, man, I don't want that to happen. Like, you feel me? Like, man, but I respect the wise words from Shoes, definitely on that, and I'm definitely gonna take heed to the brother's advice, because I don't know, shit real though.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're at least thinking about it. You're not saying just F that. I'm never ever, you questions, and that's always healthy, So maybe there'll be some resolve. Maybe your dad will have a change of heart, or have a reason to realize, like, I'm with you. I don't get that whole how do you have children out there and not know what's up with them? I can't. So I understand what you're talking about. So I hope that situation improves, but I didn't mean to bring y'all down. It sounds like the mood change.
That's good though, man. I needed to hear that. What I mean, what Shoes had to say, I needed to hear that. I feel like everything is happens for a reason. I needed to hear that, and I'm definitely gonna, like I said, take heed to what that man said, because I don't know. That's what's up though. I respect it. I'm not trying to close the door. It's just hard sometimes. So
absolutely.
I was gonna ask you, how you do any family history research at all? Because that's what I'm into. It's nothing personal about why I'm asking, but I know you said you have people, from Kansas City, Louisiana.
Yeah. I never did not written. Nah, to tell you the truth, solid no. I haven't. I mean, I'm interested, but I guess I don't know. I know my great grandma, she passed in 91, like maybe 4 years ago. And but that's I mean, as far when it comes to her and her family, with my great grandma's family, as far as before that, I know what the words have been spoken to me, but as far as researching more and what they were and what they did, I really like to know. I mean, but I don't know. It's very interesting to me, and I would like to know one day. I would like to know.
Well, I like that you're interested, at least. That makes me feel very happy. I don't know why. Like, this is my passion, but yeah. And if you ever want to get started, I'm willing to help you. So you know how to hit me up if you're interested, and we'll work on something if you want. And you have the same invitation, PGS. What about you? Have you done some family history research or work? Do you know much about your family?
I was thinking about that. I need to get in contact with my aunt, but she just talked my ears off. Hey, baby.
You're running your family, don't you?
Hey, baby. How's everybody doing, baby? I love you, baby. And I'm like, oh, I love you too, auntie. So when I get a couple of drinks in me and feeling good, I'm going to get back.
Yeah.
But she's my starting point because she knows a lot of different things. Then I can get back with you.
You talking about your daddy's sister?
Yes.
Okay. And what about your mother's side?
Love you, baby.
She'll give you a plate, though. You'll get a plate with that.
Yes.
Tell me about your mother's side. I mean, what you know about that?
Besides crazy as hell. They who they are. I mean, it's good. I really would like to focus on my father's side, because I learned that there's a lot that I didn't know. Just like one of my cousins, He's his name is DJ Nabs. He's real famous. And his mom, you know, she was at the funeral and everything. So it's just that side of the family. I don't know as much as I do on my mother's side. So I would like to do some, you know, some research on that. So, but it's going to have to start with my aunt because she keeps everything. She knows this aunt. That's your aunt Sally Mae. That's your aunt Willie, Uncle Willie. That's Susie. She had a sex change, and that you know what I'm saying. She know all.
You talking about DJ Nabs, Columbia, Durham, North Carolina.
Yes, yeah, that's my cousin.
Okay. I just looked it up just right now. I'm on here. That's what's up.
Yeah, so he used to be Crisscross's DJ. He's down there with well, he's well known in Atlanta. If you go down to Atlanta, everybody knows who DJ Nabs is. And he he's close to with I think El Boogie's friend, DJ JC. Then they're really cool. But yeah, so it's like I've always wanted to know, and so I definitely gonna get with you, Majestic, on that.
Yeah, you definitely should. And are you do your roots stay in pretty much in North Carolina or other places?
Yes, pretty much. You know, I've had some family.
I've been over there lately. Research. When I say over there, like online, like I'm in North Carolina a lot lately. Apparently, my family must have gone through there, spent some time there, but they have reported Virginia as the place of birth. So I don't understand it. But DNA tells a story, so I'm following it, and I'm hitting new brick walls every damn day. It's crazy. That stuff is crazy. I just can't wait to figure out or unravel some of it because I got lines crossing like a mug from my maternal grandfather's lines to my paternal grandmother's lines. It's like, how in the heck could y'all be related? They from totally different parts of the country, all kinds of craziness.
Wow. So like when you're doing some of this research, you actually are talking to some of the people that you find out you may be related to. And that's kind of like some, what's that movie with, Denzel Washington? And what's the name of that movie? Oh my gracious. And the guy, he was in the military and he was always getting in fights because he was adopted and he was trying to find his parent, his mom, because she gave him up for adoption. She was everybody know that name of that?
I can't think of nothing like that.
Oh man, I can't even think of it. But yeah, and it was based on a true story. But that's always good to dig and find more things in root, because I really want to and I don't want to pull up so much of that, but I think it goes back to there's a lot of truth in everything that a lot of us are on here arguing about. And like I was saying before in the other stream with you, is the only thing about, okay, just like am I African or am I Aboriginal, all this different stuff. The only thing is I believe that there's truth in all of it. But the problem is when you're trying to share your truth, you have to knock another one's down to push you to the forefront. You don't have to do that. Just be who you are. Right. And whatever you subscribe to, because the truth of the matter is, in some cases, we may never know. But like what you're doing, Majestic, I think that's a really good thing. That's
that's like, man, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like what she doing, like what Majestic doing, I feel like that's more important than all of this. Like all y'all talking about Aboriginal and versus this and comedic and all this shit. Get to your shit. Like what the fuck where your shit? Like do that research first, and then you could delve off into all this other shit. But before you do all that, have you done this? Have you done that? Like I feel like that's more important than all of that. Like
right. I never approached it with an outcome in mind. I always approached genealogy because when I started, I just had a couple of questions. Okay, my great grandfather. Okay, I know who he is. Who are his family? Where was he buried? Do you know those? I still have those same questions today, 17, 18 years later. I'm asking the same questions, but I've developed a whole family tree, an extended family tree as a result. And I am meeting people who I am genetically related to. And sometimes I'm finding out where I'm related to them. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes there's people I already knew I was related to and find out they took a DNA test. It's like, oh, okay, I see so and so showing up on my results. So that's my second cousin.
Right.
And I can put them into place and then look at their matches and say, okay, well, if they match my second cousin and they match me, chances are they are on these two lines, one of these two lines. And I go from there. And that's a very tedious process, especially when you look at somebody's family tree and you might not have a clue where what direction your family is, because the places that they list, or if they list the places, may not have any relevance to your family.
Right.
So much happened during the slave trade and other instances that cause people to be separated.
Yeah.
Siblings, parents. It's just
the books is cooked.
Say what? The books is cooked.
The books is cooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but I mean, you can only imagine
it's real wild. I mean, what I've done when I haven't been on, streaming and stuff, what I've been doing is been heavy in my research, and I found a lot of cases, a lot of things. History plays a part in family history research, because when you start being able to put real events into where your ancestors were at the time and see how they were affected by it, you also get truth to what the history was. We get a version that we are told from whatever way, not saying just school, because that's not the only history we know. But when you get somebody actually lived that and you find a new perspective on it, it does wonders for your perspective and perception of where you are in the world or in the historical timeline. It's really kind of amazing. So I'm starting to incorporate these ideas that I never really thought about before. And I'm seeing a little bit of this whole what they say is like the paper genocide. I actually have witnessed that recently in the last couple of weeks, where I can actually say that that's what appears to happen. So I am true to, what some people are saying, yet I'm still doing my research and still doing my work. It doesn't affect anything about, who I am. I'm gonna be that, whatever it turns out to be, I'm still that,
Right.
I'm not attached.
The key thing, I think, in researching, I see a lot of people seeking knowledge, and what this knowledge is doing to a lot of us is really messing us up. We're just becoming a bunch of constipated, conscious people, constipated, and that we don't have no way we don't have a way to bring it out. So the best way to do is compete, debate, and all these different things. But the key thing is that we should also, along with knowledge, we need to incorporate wisdom, because knowledge and wisdom brings understanding, true understanding. A lot of us, it's our truth. It's because of what knowledge we have, but we have to incorporate wisdom in everything in our everyday life, because wisdom will teach you how to apply the knowledge instead of all this arguing and bickering. Because like what you're saying, and I told you this, Majestic, that's something that is interesting. Like I wouldn't know where even to begin, but that's something that you've been doing for a long time, and then you enjoy doing it. Just like with True Form and the things that he does, he enjoys it. When he raps and when he flows, it's wisdom in it. You have to listen to it. It makes you think. It gives you ideas, and it's coming from his ideas. And I heard you when you asked him where does he get his inspiration, and he couldn't. Well, I know he could tell you, but
yeah,
because it just comes natural. That's wisdom. Wisdom is something that you can't explain. It comes natural, and it seems to be the most simplest thing when you're trying to explain it to someone. So let me shut up and digress.
It's not easy though. It's like I can't really explain this shit. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Even better. That means it's just a natural part of you, which is really even better. You don't even realize, that's kind of cool. Actually, that means you're in the zone to me. When you got to be in the zone. That's awesome. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I think that's dope though, man. The whole genealogy thing. I really salute you for doing that, because to tell you the truth, I think that's more important than 90% of this conscious shit people be talking about and all this shit with all these goddamn Marcus Garveys and shit. like praising these people. Like, why don't you praise your great grandmother? Like, why praise her
Word.
for like why I don't know. This whole shit be just kind of, I don't know. It's a lot of convoluted shit, and I like I think Majestic, when I was talking to you behind the scenes, I was talking to you about like how it was like that old saying, the old cliche saying. I keep saying cliche shit, but it's cliche for a reason. Like, you eat the meat and you leave the bones right there. You treat information like a fucking chicken thigh. Like, you don't just dive into that whole shit and eat the bones with it. Nah, you leave that shit there, and what you find is good for you. You use that, and I think that's what a lot of people who are into religious doctrines should do. Like, don't X out everything Farrakhan says because you don't follow his religion. Like, I could easily listen to a Farrakhan speech and I have no part or follow any of his doctrine, but I can take from it what I need to take from it that works good with me, myself. Like,
that was a very good example of Farrakhan, because I think, everybody probably feels the same way about him. Like, it's like, he can speak to some really good parts of, of you or what you're dealing with, but then other things it's like, okay, that was a little different or extreme or not really my belief system, but hey, I can respect it.
Right.
So yeah, you definitely got to do that, especially on YouTube, because there's so much BS out here, or just on the internet, period. And a lot of regurgitated information. We got to do our own research, period. I don't care what it is. If it's your family history, if it's music you like, whatever, you got to do your own work or you get messed up in the game, period. Because I can go on Ancestry.com right now. I can find somebody who has a person in a tree that matches somebody I got in my tree, and I can take all the information and incorporate it, and then find out years later that I was wrong, then follow the wrong line, or this was the wrong information. Those weren't her kids. That wasn't her husband, and then I messed up my whole tree. So,
but that takes a lot of dedication though for you to do that. So I salute you on that. Like, I have much respect for you. Like,
I thank you. But sometimes it feels like it takes over me. Like, it's not really me. Like, I don't want. It's like almost like I don't really. It's not gonna say I don't want to do it, but I never thought that this would be my passion. But I guess once you realize you've been doing something for so long, it's like, whoa, this is very much a part of me. I can't go a day without it, and it just feels like I'm destined to do it, to be real. So it feels like I'm gonna be doing it my whole life, for the rest of my life. It never ends. You'll never get to the end, But it's rewarding too. It's rewarding.
But I mean, that's just like how like they talk about rappers like Jay-Z about to be 50 or some shit. Like, you think he gonna like, when is he gonna stop? Like, when it's something that's like you said, like, there's no end in sight. Like, I mean, if that's really your passion, it's not gonna really be no end in sight. You're gonna be doing this shit. Like,
yeah, it just matter when you finally, like, when I finally realized that, it was like whoa, like, it kind of threw me for a loop, just because I wasn't expecting. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You talk to genealogists, they all kind of feel like I feel, so it's just a thing. And even Zahida over here, same thing. Well, she's not quite as, she doesn't have to do it every day, but she definitely keeps up on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all talking to me about that, and thank you for the kudos about the work that I do during that. But you guys are doing amazing,
Sure.
And I know we're gonna hear more from you.
Yeah.
Wait to check out these collaborations. What kind of shout outs y'all got for the people?
The shout outs, man. I salute everybody still. Oh shit.
Oh, Deuce. Hey, Deuce.
There
Hey,
you go.
Deuce.
There you go.
Y'all.
Hey, he here though. He said I'm late to the show, but I'm here. But that's Deuce, man. That's the one I'm talking about, man. That's KT for real. That's family. That ain't no friendship. Ain't no friendship right now. That's family right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's his girl is the one I made. That the last upload I uploaded of the Black Panther Party shit. That That his girl, his high school sweetheart, she the one I did that one for.
Okay, cool. Like nice to meet you. Thank you for coming through and blessing us with your presence. Thank
that's
you.
all I needed was one. You
with your
understand?
family.
Yeah, that's all I needed is the fam to come through one time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Timing is impeccable.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so you want to give some shouts out to the people? I know you gotta, talk about your man Deuce, your brother, and PGS course. Whenever you're ready, you can shout out too.
Shout out to just everybody in the chat. Shout out, just keep it positive and let's just keep it moving. Let's make YouTube and the things that we do, make it fun. Whatever it is that you do, find some fun, find something good into it, and just keep pushing.
All right, then. All right. Well, I want to shout out everybody for coming through and listening and spending this time with me, PGS, and True Forum. The True Forum, you can subscribe to his channel. The description is in the link of the link is in the description of this video. Same with PGS's channel, DJ Polite's Gold Shoes. Check him out as well. And I just want to thank y'all. I'm sorry I haven't really been streaming as much. It's going to kind of be like that, just kind of intermittent, but I definitely appreciate the support and the love. And thank you, brothers, for joining me.
Oh, yeah.
It means everything. Thanks for your support.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
I appreciate the little opportunity though. I don't know. I ain't really got too much else to say though. We ran through it. Replacer gang. That's Dude's brother right there. That's Lil D right there.
Replacer gang. Welcome. Welcome,
man. I knew him when he was like goddamn 10, it feel like. But nah, man.
All right.
Salute everybody in the chat. I just had fun, man. That's all we doing, man. Networking, PGS, YJ. We got more shit in the stash, man. It's in the stash. It's on tuck, like an ounce of that dope. Like nah, but I'm a fuck with y'all though, man. It was good. It was good.
Most definitely.
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna hit you up definitely sometime this week, True Form. And we definitely gonna do that Majestic, like you said, on that software thing.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I'd like to get with you on that, and I'd like to see what you up to as well. Hopefully we can catch up to and see what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, brothers, and the True Form, thanks again for honoring me with this time with you. Thank you for sitting down with me, and hopefully, if people want to get in touch with you, they can reach you on your channel, of course. And your email address is it music number 4?
Yeah, it's email, and this is for the as y'all know, because y'all been a part of the been supporting me with the love and shit. If anybody wants to be added to the what I call the True Forum send off. It's a send-off. I send about maybe 4, 5, 6 MP3s to a group of people. Right now, it's like a group of, it's like 8 people that I send periodically send emails to, just showing love, man. I just want people to support, subscribe, share, and like all that shit, man. I'm just trying to have this shit be heard, because shit, it ain't been heard ever. So shit.
Yeah, the whole world been sleeping on my man here.
It's all love though. Just but if you want to be added though, just email. It's music for the streets, but you spell it MUSIC, the number 4 DASTREETZ. And just hit that up. Yeah. That's it right there. It's right in the chat right now. But just put it in there. But yeah, just hit me up and you'll be added to the list. I think I'm on like send off number
5, is it?
5. Yeah, I think I done sent off probably almost 20 tracks. I don't know.
I don't even know. I got tracks for days. I got tracks for life. I'm good.
Hey, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's all I got to say, man. Salute to everybody. Peace to the people, man. Salute you, Shoes.
Salute,
Much
fam.
love.
All right, salute y'all. Now right out.
Right out.
All right, we're gonna let Click Tight take us out, y'all. Show them love.
Hey, dude. Yeah, play that shit. Hey, turn up a little bit, man. Hey, dude, you remember this shit? I know you remember this shit.
With it still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the summit. Oh, fraud. Real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Go hard. Some real shit, it's all a nigga publish. You know they can't touch us. Please believe me. You out of bounds, you out of pocket, player. Please be easier. You can go the tough route, chop me, boy. I'm really ready. I'm well versed. My reflexes real fed. Take aim, no shame. Ride to the fullest. The John Wood is rap shit. I direct bullets. Perfect sequence, so it's always proper. Hard work pays off, not swag, it's just posture. All-star roster, we waking that game up. Hall of Fame honor, she I'm doing my thing, yeah. Retro style, buddy, ahead of you. Job turkeys accumulate bottles like superflies. I ride dirty, come on. Say hello to the bad guy. Know they do it big, call me watching Sasquatch. You know, no fraud, no hard, we still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Can't see, still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish. Can't see, still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
I do me, nigga, how about you? That's all I know how to do. How to keep shit true. Don't need a big crew, I like to move and do shit solo. If I'm deep on the creek, then them niggas is my bro. All in fuck, bringing nothing but family tree branches. That's how I ride sometimes with a gangster reaction.
Yeah, that's big bro right there.
On the under, like the
All right.
under my pillow while I slumber. I'm thinking good, but when I wake up in my bed, doing numbers like a nerd on the calculus test. I can't see to the D. HOGG, I'll do 1 + 1 multiplied by 3. It's simple, I'm so official. Variety of pepper pimp, I ain't too business. I'm a nutty north side representative. Tease up, greasy beat, big types of cold niggas.
It's KT, still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish. It's KT, still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
It's still crazy, I can stand with my hammer at. Panoramic shots letting off, and the hammer swinging back. Scan the map with a rap cats, trying to make them pass like a Philly. My niggas really cold with the Billy. Nothing like Gilly. Kid shit silly. Skinny jeans kill me. Your female traits are really apparent now, Billy. The kitchen needs to stop for your heart to burst. From a versatile part your ribs and it gets worse. A curse laid on your life. Dirt sprayed on your wife. Purse taken with a knife. Dark shut down. Bodies found wrapped. Suitcase lined up straight and it's black in the back of the bus. And it ain't no fuss for show. Slick type niggas taking evidence before we go, man. Then she gotta float a pedal, just a little more. The metal piece, it gotta go. So I settled it in Minnesota.
Still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish. Still winning, still gunning. Started from the bottom, trying to make it to the sun. Oh, fraud, real shit, it's all a nigga fuck with. Oh, hard, so real shit, it's all a nigga publish.
Too cold.
To the people. Uh-oh, Majestic. Oh, I thought you was about to.
I'm doing my thing, man. I'm grooving. Man, I love this shit right here. All right. Y'all be good now.
Yeah.